So I'll write this on so you guys can see it. So here we have like processes, and then on this layer here we have business disciplines, and then on the layer beneath it we have business principles, and then on the layer beneath this one we have this one here is mental cognition, and then the layer beneath it we have mental awareness. Now you're probably thinking, what are these things? Why are we talking about these things? Well, let me explain all of them. So if somebody, and I see this happen every single day, you know, somebody will come in and they want to start a business or be an entrepreneur, and they think, okay, well, what do I need to learn? All right, the hot topic is like Facebook ads, and so I'm going to come right in and just learn all about Facebook ads. And so they go in and they do that, and what they're doing is they're acquiring a specific process skill, like this one little block here, and they're acquiring this skill, but it's operating on top of all of these layers. And the best way to think about this is, you know, you've got like an operating system on your computer, like Windows or Mac operating system, and then on top of that you can install applications like Microsoft Word or Keynote or different things. And then within those, you know, you can create different files and create different things like that. Now, if you install like a specific software application on a bad operating system, like let's say you try to install a Microsoft Windows application on Mac OS, it's not even going to install. Or let's say you install like a real memory hungry application, like some sort of graphics, heavy graphical interface sort of application on top of an operating system that's outdated with not much RAM and not much available memory and hard drive space. Well, that application is going to be running very poorly. It's going to be extremely inefficient, and it's not even going to really function. And this is what I see happen in business every single day, is people are just trying to learn these processes and these specific things, but their foundations of their mind are like in seriously poor condition. And basically what they're doing is trying to install like how to run Facebook ads on top of really no knowledge of business disciplines, no knowledge of business principles, and poor mental cognition and poor mental awareness. And when this happens, it's just like building a house on top of sand. You know, it doesn't matter if you get like a multi-million-dollar house with the fanciest design and everything. If you lay that thing on top of sand, it's going to fall over and it's going to be completely useless. And people don't look at these layers beneath, and they don't work on these layers beneath, and then they wonder why these things up here don't work for them, and they wonder why things are glitching up here. And this is why two people can come into contact with the same information and get different results, because it depends on the layers of the person's mind. Somebody who's more aware, with better, sharper cognition, and with better business principles, and a wider array of business disciplines, is going to learn information and perceive information in an entirely different way. And let me give you a perfect example of this. Let's say that somebody, you know, is much more aware and has much better problem-solving abilities and much better critical thinking abilities and lots of different mental models to run things through. And then on the business principles layer, this person has a really solid kind of paradigm and ideology of how they like to run their business, and they've got some values and some principles they like to follow. And then up here on the business disciplines layer, let's say this person understands accounting, they understand tax, and they understand sales, and they understand marketing and product development, and they understand management as well, and looking after teams and all of that. Well, now if that person, if they learn how to run Facebook ads, when they're going through that information, they're going to see all of these connections all over the place that the other person can't see because they don't have this base foundation. So the person who's got all of that and they're learning Facebook ads, they're going to think, oh, this is how Facebook ads would affect the P&L. This is how Facebook ads would affect the balance sheet. Or this is how Facebook ads would make that thing work. Or this is how sales kind of comes in and interrelates with Facebook ads. And this is how product development comes in and connects with Facebook ads. They're starting to connect all of these different dots between all of these different layers. And then their style and their method and their way of running Facebook ads is going to be massively influenced by these lower layers, because every single layer of your mind, the layer above it inherits everything from the layers below. So if you have really poor awareness and self-discipline, if you're at this awareness layer, if you're not able to catch things, if your attention span is really short, and if you've got really destructive behaviors and habits, and if you also have a poor sense of identity, and you've got a lot of delusions and false beliefs and things like this, then if this person tries to learn anything, it's game over. This person has problems just sitting in front of the computer for an hour and watching a video that's longer than 2 minutes, let alone starting a damn business. So this person here, it doesn't matter what they learn, they're screwed. And the person with bad mental cognition, it doesn't matter what they learn, they're screwed. So these layers down here are of extreme importance. And so this is how we can get these massively differing results. The person who